Hey guys, it's Cliffe here, and in this video I wanted to give the first of my kind of in-depth looks at my Lego builds, my Lego Star Wars builds. So in this one we're looking at my Lego Ewok village. Now if I just pan across so you can see the whole thing, see there's quite a lot of detail going on here. It is considerably larger than the shop bought set, and there's lots more minifigures in there. So that's kind of the look. Basically, what happened was I bought the Ewok Village set, and then on Bricklink I was able to find someone selling an Ewok Village set without any of the figures for quite a lot cheaper, as one would expect. So I picked up that. So that gave me the parts to build the extra trees that I've put in, and then I've obviously added stormtroopers and scout troopers and this and that and various other characters into the scene. So I thought I would give kind of an overview. I'll zoom into some key areas and you can see what's going on. So if I just zoom in on the left hand side here, first you'll see there's all sorts of detail in terms of extra grass pieces and leaves and bits of foliage and flowers and mushrooms and stuff on the floor of the forest. You'll also see the cool backdrop. It's a bit washed out on the camera, I think, but basically I found a really large forest scene picture on Google. It was an image, I can't remember where it was from now, so I then printed it out and mirrored it, and it's actually on 6 A3 sheets of paper, so it's quite a large image that goes all the way across the back, because this is 104 studs wide, so it's, this build is quite large. So here we have some stormtroopers, and I'm going to be doing a video talking about the custom weaponry that I have. But these are all the stormtroopers from the Imperial Star Destroyer, so the good ones. Excuse me, if you will. And I've equipped them with two blasters, both from the Little Arms shop. I think it's the Fleet Blaster and then the E11 Blaster, just because I thought they were a good combination of blasters for my stormtroopers. I think there's 10 of them on here at the moment. Then if I just pan down, the plan is for there to be 4 of the standard Endor speeder bikes. But unfortunately this one here is the only one that's thus far complete. The others should have been complete some time ago, but unfortunately I made the mistake of ordering some of the parts I needed, only a handful of parts, from a store on Bricklink called Mel's Britationary Plus or something like that, or Britationary World, I'm not sure. Anyway, unfortunately I placed the order 9 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago it was allegedly shipped, and I've not seen any sign of it, so no idea what's going on there. Not very happy at all. But these are the newer style scout troopers that were in the advent calendar and the Ewok Village, and it's just the standard build, other than at the back here I've put one of the Little Arms shop Star Corps blasters because it seemed kind of appropriate. Just it was a small blaster that could be mounted on the back of a speeder bike. My standalone scout troopers, if I pan across to one, see there's one there hidden behind that catapult, are also equipped with the actual scout trooper blaster, which is very cool. And obviously, quite accurate too. Certainly the action figure that I had as a kid, that had a very small blaster like that. However, I couldn't mount them on the bikes because they don't have any area at the bottom to stick in the stud. If I just take it off, Don't know how easy this is to see, but there's really nothing down here, which meant that so I only got 7 of those for the 7 troopers who are not on speeder bikes, and there are 4 on speeder bikes. But he's also got the Starcoast blaster, as you can see there. So where was he? Somewhere in here, I think. I appear to have knocked over some flowers. So it's a danger with a build that's just so complicated, so much going on, that different things will be knocked over if you're not careful. Now you can probably as well just about see in the back there one of my Shadow Troopers from the recent Shadow Troopers and Shadow Guards battle pack. And these guys, if I can get him out, oops, now he's fallen over, I have equipped with, because I figure they're kind of mysterious. There's another one in the very background. You going to focus? Yeah, just pull out a little. I've equipped these with black-handled red bladed lightsabers because I thought now these are force-trained, or at least in my world, because they don't really exist in the Star Wars universe anyway. At least not in canon now that everything's changed. So I thought, well, these are going to be force-sensitive stormtroopers, so let's give them a lightsaber. And they've also got the silver Empire blaster rifle. I think it's called Empire rifle. Again from Little Arms Shop, and I thought 2 weapons together there, very cool, very good combination. So let's put him back in somewhere back there, and you can't see it from this angle, but I'll take her out. These Shadow Troopers are being led by the Emperor's Hand, Mara Jade, who, as you can see, has 2 purple lightsabers, a long one and a short one. And actually the torso is from Barriss Offee. Then she has a black cape, 1 black glove, and her trademark long red hair. Not sure where the face is from on that one. I think it may be either a Pirates of the Caribbean minifigure or a Lord of the Rings minifigure. Not sure. But she's kind of acting as the agent of the Empire, who's kind of operating a lot. And then as I pan across at ground level, you'll see there are more troopers. In fact, just behind that speeder bike, you can see what's missing, and I'm missing the lance parts that came out here primarily. Otherwise, I could have built them up. And one of the stormtroopers just back there, sorry about that, is a stormtrooper sergeant in the sense that he has the pauldron on him, which was from the stormtrooper sergeant polybag from Rebels, but I just transferred the pauldron across to a real stormtrooper. Okay, and other than in the little compartment we have an Ewok. That's one of 2 Paplu minifigures. That one has a bow. And in the net we actually have Chief Tarful, because I had 2 of those, because I have 2 ATAPs, but I figured there may be other Wookiees in the rebellion, you never know. Now there we can see the climbing the ladder, the rope ladder. We have an Ewok. It's the Wicket with the brown face rather than the Wicket with the white face. Wicket with the white face is in a slightly more appropriate position, going up to see Leia. And at the moment there is nobody in this tree compartment, I don't think. Oh yes, there is. There is a Toccat figure in there. Because he's mostly black, he's difficult to see. He has black fur and a green headpiece, and he doesn't appear to have a weapon at the moment. Whereas the Wicket figure has a little catapult that I think came from the Bart Simpson collectible mini figure from the new series. And we see lots of small trees and stuff at the ground level. Various designs. It took me a while to come up with all these different types of trees, but lots of leaf parts, and I'm quite pleased with how they came out, from the very small bushes like this one right the way up to this larger, taller tree here. And then let's actually go up to tree level, and this is the smallest of the full trees that I built. It has a rope ladder down to the ground. We have I think it's a Chief Chirper figure inside the little shelter bit inside the trunk, and then a Rebel Trooper. We have a female Rebel Trooper there. There's another couple of rebels on the bridge, and as we pan across to this point, you can see there is the other Paplu. He's kind of guarding the main entrance to the village. And the rare event there of a Rebel Trooper with a non-light flesh face. That's actually using the Captain Panaka head, which I bought from Bricklink. And then above that we can see another Rebel Trooper, and there's even another one just tucked away here. And then these two custom Jedi figures. Obviously the male one is using the body of Kanan from Star Wars Rebels, but with a different head. And then I think the female one there is using one of the bounty hunters from Clone Wars, Embo maybe, I'm not sure. But they're both equipped with blue lightsabers and then also knives. In fact, all the Endor rebels and troopers are equipped with the small dagger piece. And then as we come back down and we see this other bridge, again we have another non-white rebel. What's going on? Lego will be turning in their graves. And I think that's either the Cyborg head or the Winston Zedmore head on this guy. And we've got a rather scary looking female trooper there. And then we come up, and as you can see I've extended the drum kit slightly, and the other Toccat figure is playing then. Wicket is going up to see Leia, and there's the other Chief Chirper figure up the top there with his staff of power. And then in the back there it's kind of hard to see, but you've got Luke and Chewie on the posts. We have the unnamed Ewok warrior in the back playing the helmets. You can't see it all there, but there is another female rebel figure just here. There we go. Again, these have, as well as the knife, where's the camera lens? There it is. We have another custom weapon. I think this is brick arms this time, and it is the M23 SOCOM. SOCOM, not entirely sure what that means, but it's a version of the M23 blaster pistol, but with the silence and the scope on. So they've got those. I didn't show you that some of the other rebels, some of them have just got the ordinary Lego long blaster. Some of the other rebels, like this guy, if I can get him off the bridge, have a long weapon that is I think an M47 tactical shotgun or something like that, I'm not sure. It is again from Brick Arms. Okay, and then you can just about see another rebel trooper back here. There's Han on the little spit thing there. And another rebel trooper, and is that low grey? It's either T-bow or low grey. The other one is the guy in the back, I can't remember, behind R2. Again, difficult to see. Even more difficult to see in his floating chair is C-3PO, who is, you can just see a spot of gold there. I'll move the camera in a second. And finally, for the moment at least, we have actually Satili Shan here, who is brandishing her trusty double-bladed blue lightsaber, and also a short green one that she used at certain scenes. According to Wikipedia, again, that's Old Republic stuff, but she seemed to fit in terms of visually and stuff. And I've given her an extra cape that isn't on the figure by default. And the final thing, let's go and have a look at C-3PO. If I can get the camera off the tripod. Apologise for any shake. There we go. Okay, so there's 3PO in his chair. Let's see again a little bit more of the Ewoks. And then at the very back, I'm not sure how easy this is to see, behind the spider, you can just see a custom designed shadow bike, mostly in black with some light bluish grey, and there's actually two of those with some more shadow troopers on, kind of doing the mysterious work in the background in the shadows. So there we go. I think that covers my entire Ewok village. Hope you liked it. It's been a lot of work. It's nearly finished. It would have been finished if not for that Bricklink seller. I've ended up just this weekend, after 8 weeks, I gave up and I ordered the parts from a different seller. So hopefully they'll be here within the next week and then it will be done. So there we have it. Until next time, take care.